Hey guys, welcome. This is George Nassay again. What I want to show you today is how to reset diamonds back in the channel set after you sizen it and all the stones fall out. But the notch, the original notch, is really bad. But I'm going to show you a way to do it. There's a few ways to do it, but I'm going to show you a quick way to put them all back in and resecure them. Come on in. Okay, you have the option. I use a 1mm harbor. I could use the saw burr right there. Depends on the channel. You could use one that's a little bit smaller. Some people use the same exact size, but where this one is pre-notched, so I'm gonna try to use only tiny notches. You can see the walls are paper thin, so I have to be super careful with that. That's why the stones fell out. Okay, you can see the inside. Okay. All right, normally I start here and I work my way all the way out, and just in case the stones don't all match, so I could groove the end and I could open it up so I could fit my last stone. Where these ones here, I already know they were in there, so I'm gonna start from the center, work my way out. So just to show you this, then I could show you the finished product, but I just want to show you one. So usually on the channel set, you never go down, you never plunge it down. I always go down on an angle if it's the right size burr, and I turn it as I go, and I push here. All I do is when the diamond goes in, it goes in on an angle, I drop it, and I only pound this one. But on this particular one, I'm only gonna put in a tiny, right here, just a hair on this side. I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? And I'm gonna go to the other side, and I'm gonna do the other side here, because I'm going below, a little bit below the actual pre-cut one. So right there, right there. So I'm gonna grab my stone. I'm gonna grab my stone, and again, I'm gonna go down on an angle. So it might fit this way, that's fine, but I like it to go in on an angle. So I'm gonna go right to my notches. You can see it's lifted right there. So what I'm gonna do, I mean, you have to be careful, but if you're confident with yourself, you can push it down. So I'm gonna snap this in, let it click in, okay? You can see that grabbed on there. So I recommend you use something that's flatter and wider surface, like this. There you go. So now you can see the diamond is in there. You can see it's holding in there. It's not going nowhere. So all I do right now is I would just give it a little bit of tap. Either side is fine. Okay. So I keep my thumb. Look at my thumb. I use the skin of my thumb a little bit. Some people grow their nails to hold it down. So I'm just going to put my thumb there just in case it bounces. And don't go down. You want to keep that channel thick. I go on the outside, and I work my way down just a little bit, and I turn the other side, and I hammer to the other side. Okay, so that should be very secure in there. You can see it's super tight. If you don't like this one, you can always use a little bit wider surface so it grabs more, but kind of this one you have to be very careful because you don't want this one to override the actual diamond, and you could actually crush the diamond. I like the skinnier one, but it could slip as well. So you have to be careful. So I have to go like this. See how I control? Look at my two thumbs. It holds like this. I bring my thumb. I support it right here. I brace it so it doesn't move. And I go here just like that. On the outside, never straight down. I look at my angle here. And I go work it like this. See how I support it so it doesn't bounce on me? And that should be, look at the channel, nice and beautiful. All you gotta do, rubber wheel that, and you have a beautiful channel. I'm gonna finish the rest. All right, I'm gonna give it a quick run here. Put it on the main row, so it has a nice solid, but you see how I support it against my finger. Trying to do the best so you can see it. So, but here, I'm gonna really get rid of my fingers so you could get ready in there. All right, now I put the rubber wheel. I'm gonna hit it. Make sure you don't hit the mill grain. You can see I'm over. I hit it on both sides. All right. Now I take my triangle superfine file and I go right on the edge. So, and as I turn it, you can see I turn it and I give it a nice channel. So I'm gonna do this side. Okay, ready? I place it on the edge and I go right as I turn it, and that way it gives me a nice clean edge. Okay, some people use the graver. That's not necessary, okay? So that gives you a nice clean edge. To be super satisfied, I place my saw blade right on the edge and I turn so it gives me a nicer edge, so it's nice and clean. There's no extra pieces hanging out, and then it's 100% even. Well, close to 100%. All right, this is it. And that's it, you buff and polish. All right, guys, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to ask a lot of questions. Good or bad comments, I answer all of them. And there's many ways to skin a cat, okay? There's many ways I could channel set. All right, thanks for watching.